Hello everyone, welcome to the channel, and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included Spaced Out. We're starting a new game here today. We're starting a new season is what we're calling. We just did 40 episodes of one, so we're gonna hop in and see if we can do any better. I've got my selection here, so if you're interested, you want to follow along, do a playthrough alongside me, there you go. That's what's going on. We got ourselves a subsurface ocean, large glaciers, and some geodes. And we're starting on a Folia asteroid, so go us. We're gonna have a grand old time here. Didn't change any settings or anything, but we're going to be selecting some people. So let's go through, see what we can find. All right, so here's our selection. We've got Mima, Bubbles, and Max. We had to stick with somebody from the previous colony. They're not an original, but they are someone we had quite a bit last time. So we're going to be doing that. We got a pretty good balance here, I think. So we're green thumb, animal lover, interior decorator, and a researcher. So I think we're off to a good place, and we're calling it the Crunchy Citadel. Last time it was the Crunchy Station. Now it's the Crunchy Citadel. So it was just a new name, and off we go. So there are our little doopies, and the asteroid we call home. It's collided with an anomalous planet, decimating our colony. Rebuilding it is of utmost importance. I've detected a new cluster of material-rich planetoids in nearby space. If I can guide duplicates through the perils of space travel, we could build a colony even bigger and better than before. So a new challenge here in this space. Obviously, we haven't been in a space like this before. There's a lot of aluminum which I've never dealt with. There's just it's new, and it's exciting. And we're gonna be starting off by digging, but we don't know what we're doing again. Basically, we had our one colony last time, but that colony did not have what this colony has. Which is, I don't know, this situation in here. We've never been in this semblance of space before. But we're gonna make quick things of this whole situation right away. We're gonna be so good. We're gonna be great, brilliant even. So we got them digging away. They're doing real good work here. The tutorial's going for us. But we're going to need to build an outhouse and oxygen generation system. We're going to be... Oh, wow. There's already that over there. This will be fine. A cool steam vent already as well. Oh, goodness. Wow. All right. So we got some heat to worry about, too. This place is cold. This place is hot. So, yeah, we're going to be working hard to get this shit done. Cleaned up. We're gonna get access to water too right off the bat. That's what we need, and we'll just fast forward a little bit and see what we can get done. All right, so we're already fast at making progress here. I've put down a couple of cots here. I do realize I'm gonna need some bathrooms too, so we're gonna build a couple of outhouses here. That's kind of the only thing I can do, I guess, with that. Do we have? We can't wash hands yet, so they're just gonna be, they're going to be dirty. They're going to be dirty, and that's okay. That's okay. So we're about halfway through the day. Let's get them to build that as well. They've got beds. They're going to have that. And we have no oxygen maker yet. Polluted dirt into polluted oxygen. Maybe that might be something we have to do at some point. This is not bad, though. The fact that there's a cool water vent already, that'll be really good. Ethanol? Interesting. Colony achievement already? What are we doing? One toilet and bedrooms. Great. Great. So, really my plan is expand as fast as possible. We're trying to be efficient here. I'm probably not going to be getting another dupe right away, but it is a possibility. The fact that there are oxyferns already is very fascinating. So that's an oxyfern. There are two there. There's one there. There's one there. There's one there. There's one there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of them? 7? 8? Oh my goodness. This is interesting. We may need to use oxyferns as one of the one of the main ways for our production here of oxygen. But I'm wondering if there's a big difference between a domestic plant versus a non-domestic plant. It's important to make note of that. So we might need to domesticate some of them, but that's okay. Oh, all right, they're already done their tasks. Okay, let's get them to do this then. And we will continue to expand this way and up as well. This is also important. We need to go up, and then we're going to need to do some research as well. So let's set up research. We're going to do, I feel like maybe the water's over here. I don't know. Do we do it the same setup that we did last time where industrial was on the right? We'll have to put in a battery and a manual generator and then wire across here. And it's weird seeing aluminum as the option here. There's food poisoning everywhere. You dirty, dirty little animals. The doopies, they're filthy. Germs and disease. Now, see, look how clean it all is. Look how, they're clean, they're clean, they're clean. Nobody can see. Oh, there is a wash basin. Oh, well, I've made a mistake. Somebody please build that. Alongside this picture from here. One thing I will say though is the dupes don't care about, they don't really care about the temperature of the water that they're sleeping, that they're using to shower with and wash their hands with. So we may just use hot water for that. Is that coal? Oh my goodness. It's remarkable. That's wild. So, oh yes, and food. Let's have them harvesting all of this up. We'll put it on a 7 just so that they do it. They behave and get it done. And we need to research. Let's research this and this. Let's get them to do both of those. That'll be helpful right off the bat, right off the get-go. Dig those out as well. Somebody do that, please. I really want to dig up an oxyfern, but it might be necessary. And temperatures again. Cool, warm, cool, warm. I think there's some areas that certainly need those thermals already. We'll have to lock them out. That'll be fine though. We'll make it happen. And then we do have a little bit of a sink already here for carbon dioxide, which is down here, and that's going well. This is going well so far. I'm pleased. Oh, this is really the sink here. More. If I can force them down to like here, and if there's somewhere else I can put it, that would be good. And we're gonna take these arbor trees as well, because once they grow, we can use their wood, which will be really, really beneficial to us because we may end up using them for electricity. Might use them for electricity. Oh, hello, wild critters. Okay, they're really not happy with life. They're really not happy with what I've done to them. They do want me to build a algae machine, I'm assuming. They probably want me to build an oxygen producer, but I don't really want to yet, so I'm not going to. I'm gonna put that up as something to chop so we can get some lumber. I'm working right now, this is gonna be a storage room, and I'm just giving it a little bit of extra space so that we can work with oh, look at that. We can make it pretty. Icky yellow bin. Ah. Just going to make a relatively sizable storage room here. Because what I need is I need them to not behave. Behave isn't the word that I want. I just want them to start dealing with storage stuff right away. Also going to open this up as well so that we have another spot with an oxyfern. As long as we're opening up those places with oxyferns, we're going to be okay for a little bit. Hopefully we don't need to maintain anything. Have I been taking algae though? Organic? Algae. Oh, I have none. It's probably a harder thing to get. Oh, well, actually there's a bunch over there, but it might be a harder thing to get on this map compared to the previous map. So that'll be something to make note of. So we've just got our research done. Let's research some more stuff here. Namely that, I'm thinking. And then we'll get into some of these other things. Probably that research station will be one of the next things we want to do. And maybe start getting into the water pumps and stuff as well. So let's try and be smart here. Look at them go. Look at them all go. So the nice thing is this is going to be going for a while. So this will fill up with water. We'll probably even set ourselves up later on if I'm really desperate and I wanted to, go down here. I could open this up. Ooh, we could use the base of this to prevent temperature exchange. Rip that open. And then have the water dumped down, or have some sort of cooling system here and then have it dumped down. We're already doing brilliant things here. And then there's radiation there. We could use that to kill off germs and things if we really wanted. Could be helpful, could be helpful. Let's get them to go down a little bit more here. One thing that's interesting, the hexalant, that is a single serving food, okay? And it's not bad. Let me actually look it up. Hexalant. So it just grows. It's a single use. So can I not plant it? Cannot be replanted. Really, really disappointing. However, really strong food source right off the bat. So if I'm able to, we've got a couple more of those. If I can harvest them off, we'll be good. We'll be in a nice solid position for the future generations of our people. Everything will be fine. How does that work? Large amounts of algae into oxygen. Yes. That's right. This is what I would need to make. But how are we doing oxygen-wise? Totally fine. Probably because the oxyferns are doing the work that they're supposed to do. So as long as, in my opinion, as long as the carbon dioxide is staying low, we're going to be totally fine. Because there's so many oxyferns that are just really going to town here, and that's great. And remembering to keep things swept up a little bit, we'll do our best to sweep things here as we go along to try and keep things tidy. We're gonna do all for the time being. Not food, of course, but we'll do all. And eventually we'll make a storage room that's proper. But let's choose a new blueprint. We're not gonna choose any of the dupes, even though we love Camille. We know Camille's great. But we're gonna just take some seeds for the time being. We're gonna just calm, cool, and collected. That's what this one's all about. Calm, cool, and collected. Now that is a lot of coal, which would really serve us well in the electricity department for a long time if we do go and open it up. But I'm wondering, what else do I want to... I think maybe I rip this open a little bit more. Let's lower this a bit. Give them a little bit more room there. And then as well, temperature, just checking. Warm here. Really cold over here. Warm. I feel like doing an uncentered base is a little bit fun this time around. Doing something a little wonky. I know it's not brilliant, it's not necessarily the best plan, but I think that's what I'll do this time around. I think we'll dig this out, and we'll have them go on their way. We'll eventually move these, because I'm not quite sure if I want the bathrooms over here near sticky water that already exists, or have it closer to other water that is available to us. I'm not quite sure. It may be wise to just put it over here so that I can take hot water directly from that. It's what I'm thinking. It's what I'm thinking now, but in the future it may be more of an issue. What is the problem? Oh, this has light. I was unaware, actually. I should move their beds up here. Put their bathroom maybe here or here. Let's do that, actually. We'll at least move their beds to make their lives a little bit easier so that they're not quite as upset with me because they're not happy right now. And that's okay. I understand. What if I put spaces between the beds for more decor? There we go. 4. So we can make sure they're not quite as depressed. Lavatory sink. So, yeah, I mean, bathroom over here, not bad, because the hot water can go over. Or if I put food over here and bathrooms on the right, do I switch it up a little bit? Maybe we switch it up. And then, as long as I keep industry, I don't know why I keep thinking I'm going to put industry over on the right side. I'm so used to it now after our last game. And it's not necessarily what I want, you know? It's not necessarily something that I think we necessarily need to follow through in this game as well. But it could be helpful. Let's just do this as well. We're going to just... I want to avoid down there. I don't want to cause myself any issues, but I think I want to dig through that. 2 to kind of explore a little bit farther would be helpful to us, but they're doing a good job. They're doing a good job doing the things that I want them to do. Bubbles, you're going to actually have this cot because you can't be trusted to sleep over there properly. Excellent. So, looking at these folks here, they're inhaling 100 grams a second of oxygen. These are consuming, or they're emitting, sorry, let's just say 8. We're not going to do very hard math here. 8, 16, 24. Even with 3 going, they're not going to be producing enough for the dupes. So that is unfortunate. You're going to have a new bed because I screwed that up for you. So there's that. That's not terrible, you know. It's okay. But that does mean that I need to put an oxygen diffuser in. I'm also going to need to research pretty quickly the oxidizer, and maybe even if there's rust available, which there is, if there's rust available, perhaps we need to utilize rust to make oxygen instead. So, you know, last game I think I commented, I was like, I don't know why, you know, why there's an oxygen maker that uses rust. This would be why, because there is oxygen right here. So that's good. They require a food source, true, but you guys are fine for now. I don't think I need to worry about that. What is Merly for? Is it consumable? Sort of calm green hue. They're a fancy decor item. They're not food. So I need something that's edible. Pitch of pepper plants might be the thing that I need. We need to think about food. We think about food. Mealwood, we might have to do mealwood. And currently we have not ripped open the access to mealwood. We can make it happen though. It's not a big deal. We can actually just get them to do that here. Actually, we can dig this out because, as you know, everything, their weight cuts in. I think it's half, but it does not apply to oxide. And I believe it also doesn't apply to chlorine things, although I could be mistaken there. Anyway, we're gonna let them go about their business for a few minutes and see where they end up. So I think just checking this, yeah, we are running out of oxygen, so we're gonna need to do the move here and hook ourselves up and set ourselves up with an oxygen generator. It wasn't exactly what I wanted to do, but they're not pulling through in the way that we had hoped. We've done a little bit of research too, you know, unlocking some of these items here. Telescope already, which is hilarious. Just gonna click on all of them to get it all tucked away here. And I think we'll leave the water on this side of the base this time. And we're probably gonna be using maybe, ooh, if I could put the polluted water in here and kill the germs off with the uranium, that would be very helpful. But I don't know what these salt vines are or these nosh sprouts. And I don't know if I want to cause them problems. Chlorine, gas. And do I want to like open myself up to all of these gases already in the base? Do I want to have that? It irritates their eyes, but I might be able to get away with it if I have enough room for them to float around. I think it's heavier than oxygen, so that is good. So I think that would solve some issue there. Just the planning, just thinking, you know, I want to make sure I'm being safe with this whole process. Also, I do think I really need to get access to a food source, so we should probably rip them into here and get them to harvest these plants down here, but not that one, or that one. Good, there we go. Okay, perfect. So I've quickly come to realize my oxygen not going well, going poorly actually. There is a very bad breathability in the base, and I really do need algae. So we're gonna have to do a little bit of finagling here and change some stuff around that I told them to do. Because originally I was like, oh, go down here and do this task. Nope. I know food's important, but you'll survive. You need to go over here now. And we need super hard digging. So let's just see here, Bubbles. There you go. Is that good? That solves the problem. Okay. I know there's a morale issue. Don't worry. We're good. We're golden even. But we need to get down here and get ourselves some algae, because nothing. Sweet nothing. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna figure that one out, and then still sneaking around, looking around for any indication of additional geysers or vents, and I'm seeing nothing. It's driving me insane. I need more. Oh no. They're getting upset with me. They can't breathe. Breathability, scarce or low pressure. Okay. They will die if they don't do this. So I'm gonna need to put this on a wee woo priority down here. That on an 8. You guys dig. Come on, you gotta dig. We need this. We need this badly. You can't sleep. It's day 6, episode 1, and I'm already almost killing you. Because I was like, everything's fine. I don't need to produce oxygen. Are they gonna die? You can't. Listen, you three. Do your jobs. Get that stuff in there. This is also a top priority. I'm not seeing any algae closer. The only other thing I could do is rip into here, to be honest. That might actually be... That may be a more effective choice. Ooh. Give me curative tablets. Why not? Actually, yeah, this would be a more effective solution for the time being. Do that. This can stay on a 9. We've changed your requirements. This will blow open a whole bunch of oxygen faster, and then there will actually be some level of breathability in the base. I can't believe this. I'm such a bad leader. They're gonna die. There you go. You're fine now. You guys will survive the night. You'll be okay. Nobody has to know that almost happened. See, look how fine they are. They're just washing their hands. They're taking a little breather. Did that increase the breathability of the... Yeah, it did. Holy shit. That was a close call. I'm not gonna lie. Very stressful for me. I would rather not kill them immediately. The whole point is to let them live. They've got to survive. And if I'm killing them that fast, I'm embarrassed. That's all. Just plain old embarrassed. So we'll get them to get some algae to secure our future, and then we'll be good. We'll be golden even. All right, so Bubbles has the first round of algae. Look at her go. Right in there, perfect. And I'm getting them to build a storage bin here. And what we're going to do is we're just going to put the algae in here. And we'll put this on a 9 so that they listen and put all the algae in there. So there we go. We've got this set up. They're doing a reasonable job here, collecting and putting it together. And then we'll send it off over there and things will be great. And hello. Pedestal. Old X-ray. Old X-ray. Filing cabinet. Can I inspect them from here? Interesting. Can I inspect everything? Inspect you? Okay. Submit bioscan. I'm just gonna probably rip open the wall, to be honest. What's going on here that there's an insulated tile? Interesting. Interesting. Still no additional geysers. Nothing. I see nothing. But what I do see is this absolute pile of algae that will do a phenomenal job providing for our people over the next little while. Really great that there's a nice supply here, and we're going to be golden for a while just based on that. I want these plants, these nosh sprouts. They appear to need carbon dioxide, which would be really lovely, and totally feasible as well, because we're you know, if we keep things at a lower level, maybe we can get the chlorine gas. Chlorine gas could go in the base, but I don't really want it to. Maybe I could dodge it a little bit if I went like this. Some ethanol there too. That's a little scary. I've never dealt with ethanol yet. It is fascinating. Ethanol is an advanced chemical compound in a liquid state. It can be used as a highly effective fuel source. But where did you come from? Where did you come from? Dearest ethanol, I do not understand. Where is the book? So ethanol could be solid ethanol, transitions. Nosh sprout requires ethanol and dirt. Produced by an ethanol distiller with lumber. You use 600, you get 300 kilograms, right? And then that uses 20. Damn, there's a lot of work involved in all of this. How much lumber do we have? 300 kilograms, and that's from both of those, perhaps. How much lumber do we have overall? If I clear new, see all, can I do lumber? I want lumber. I would like aluminum. Oh wow, yeah, we don't have very much. And I want algae on there. Actually, coal and algae would be good. There. Okay, good. That's satisfying for me because now I'll know kind of how much of everything we've got, and I'll be able to keep a good close eye on it. The coal is not really a huge problem. The algae won't be a big problem once we kind of move up there. That'll be okay. And I'm gonna get them to just sweep everything because I do want to keep things clean, like we said. We want to keep things nice and tidy so that they're not like, you know, constantly running on stuff. Those beans are interesting. How do I rip that open? And what do I do with the chlorine? I could force the ethanol. I could force the ethanol down into here and then pump it out after. Could be done. What's going on over here? That looks like that little memory thing that we saw on the old one. Lots of these arbor trees. What would an actual arbor tree need if you were to be my domestic growth? You'd need polluted water and dirt. Okay. Well, good thing I don't need to worry about that. Good thing I don't need to worry about that. Oh, look at that. We have ourselves a cool slush geyser. Oh. Cool salt slush. What a pain in the ass. Of course you'd need to be salty. I suppose it's not a huge deal. I can handle it. Fine. That's fine. That's fine. I'll tolerate it. I'll tolerate it. So let's move you, Max. You're gonna come up here. Really appreciate the fact that that was there at one point. And let's talk about the decor here for a second. Are you all depressed about it? Yep, that's kind of to be understood. I get it. I hear ya. Requires emptying. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. We do need a laboratory and the other items. So, okay. For research, let's research power stuff. Oh, that's fine, actually. That's already taken care of. Let's research. Ooh, yes, yes, yes. Converts water into oxygen, hydrogen gas. Converts rust into oxygen and chlorine gas. Chlorine, not a bad idea. Having chlorine on hand for all the germs and stuff from the last time. Really good. Really great, actually. The whole brine thing, you know, at least it's not producing heat. That's kind of a plus. And it's clean water, so all I need to do is clean it out. Remove the salt from it, and then we're good. What is my new achievement? Build a building outside, cure a sick duplicate of disease. We got a little bit of food poisoning going on. It's okay. It's all right. We'll get it done. Get them to disinfect some stuff, preferably. And I'm gonna let's give them a bathroom. All right. Let's give them a bathroom under medicine. We're gonna put a sink in. I'm gonna put the sink in too deep just because we'll do it that way, just to keep them sane, I suppose. And we'll put it in, we'll put both in. We'll put 2 in, maybe even 3 at some point would be wise. For now, we'll do 2. We'll just make sure there is enough room for everything. I'm going to do the water over here. This is where the bathroom will be, and the showers will also be over here, as well as the toilets. I'm gonna leave a little bit of room between those, and hopefully I'll leave extra room there. And the room is pretty big. It's okay. It's all good. It's what needs to be done at this moment in time. I will put it up a little bit in the completion stage. I'll get them to do this, just so that they, you know, get to work on it and everything's okay. Do I want to put a... Let's put a tall ceiling on it. And that's fine. We'll put just a tall ceiling on it. There's nothing else we can really do other than put a low one there and then, you know, dance around a bit. So we'll just avoid that altogether. So there's room for that. There's room for that. Let's leave enough room for the another shower. So we'll do that. And we'll put in just here. I don't really intend to have them go anywhere, but we'll do that for now. And there we go. And then we'll need a water pump and stuff. Maybe we just commit to taking water from up here already and pumping it into their shower. Because they don't care about that temperature. It's just, I don't really want them to get upset later about it, you know? I want to make sure that we can research where's the plumbing? Want to make sure we can cover off kind of the insulated pipes as well, because I don't want to deal with that nonsense. You know? Don't want to deal with it. Don't want to deal with it. Now, this is upsetting just a little bit that we're already going to be digging through that, because I would like very much to keep as straight a line down as possible. And I will just rip this open. To be honest, I'm just going to rip it open, drive straight down, and it is what it is. It is what it is. So colony requires a food source. We'll put a micro musher in, or put an electric grill already. That's pretty good, pretty handy. Thinking maybe food on top of the bathroom. Maybe food and the eating space can be over here. And we can keep all of the living space there. Let's pause it for a second. Let's put this here just for now. We'll see what happens. And then let's get a blueprint in. Let's see. Is there anybody here that's interesting? Handy increase, not great. Decreased decor, binge eater, super productive. I'm going to take Devon. We're going to do 4 right away. So Devon's going to join us. Or Devon. Devon, whatever we want to call them. They're joining us. They're coming with us. And, okay, so they did clear those out. So I didn't actually need a compost pile, which is good. Things are moving along well so far. I know it's a lot going on, and we had to expand pretty fast to go over here to get the algae and deal with most of my panic immediately. We're moving along, and this is going. This is great. We will, of course, need, because of the temperature of this, we will need something that can handle heat. So we're gonna need to get steel pretty quick, but that's okay. We'll get it done. I know we will. Can I get somebody to destroy this and that? Lacks demolition skill. Where's that? This one's gonna be doing some demolition soon. Oh, you are depressed about that. That is unfortunate. Okay, so we're gonna do that. We're going to have you be a grill, and you want to do tidying. Perfect. Okay, so I've balanced those out, but I did kind of screw up with Bubbles. As long as Bubbles can level up, I think it'll be okay, but for the time being, not good. Not good. Also, do we have polluted water in here at all? No. Oh, we do have polluted oxygen. Shoot. Okay, that's all right. It'll be fine for now. Rust will be good. So we're going to be digging down here to kind of get access to those. And I think I want to rip the rust, because... no, I don't want to rip the rust open. Right. Okay. Hello? That worried me, but that's okay. And then we'll have them do this. And then we'll be able to dig over to here as well. Ooh, no, we don't want to do that one. We'll dig across here as well so we have access to these ones because I just want to be able to grab them. Body temperature. Oh, you need to be cold. Interesting. That's actually kind of helpful. Because once I get the cooling done, we're going to be able to stay cold. Also, sorry, the ethanol. Back to that for a second. Ethanol. Do you freeze? 141. Ooh, that's scary, though. 114. And then, what about the petroleum? Well, I mean, the freezing part doesn't really matter. I guess it's the overage that matters. Okay, good. So we've done a little bit of research there. Good. Let's move towards food, I think. Or, oh, no. Let's move towards this. That'll be the next one. We'll build the next research station very soon. The plumbing is going to be important, but I need something else first. So where's the other research station? And we're going to need to put that in because we're going to need it. And then we're going to need to start doing coal, I think. Or wood, and everything will be fine for now. But soon we're gonna need to move. We're gonna need to make moves pretty quickly in order to make sure everything lines up well, and this doesn't get too far out of hand with the water production. We want to make sure that that keeps producing water, and same with over here. We want this to continue to produce water for as long as possible. So I might have to run in here and rip it open. And that's okay. That's totally fine. I'm not worried about it. It's on my mind. We gotta keep things in hand, in tow. As well, let's just see here. Decor-wise, not too happy about that. That's okay. Let's get them to fold this up. Let's get them to clean this up. Actually, let's put that on a 9 so they do it faster. Oh, they're going to bed. And then we'll try and improve this room. So looking at the differences here, which is interesting, the electrolyzer, it converts water into oxygen and hydrogen gas, and it needs water, power, and it produces oxygen, hydrogen, heat, that sort of stuff. But then you go into rust, and it requires rust and salt and only 60 watts of power. And then it gives you a little bit less oxygen, but it gives you chlorine, which, is not a bad gas. And then iron ore, and it produces less heat. So it gives you a little bit of iron ore in consuming the rust, and that is fascinating to me. That's really lovely, actually, and I can't wait for that. That'll be nice. That'll be real nice to put in place here. Now we are going to just have them dig up above as well to make sure that we can kind of fill this all in. And I realize we have not been, haven't done anything quite yet, and I'm just thinking maybe we need to build kind of a separator here, maybe a wall down, and then have them dump the polluted water on this. That is my plan anyway, is to dump the polluted water there. It may not be a brilliant plan, but it is radiation, right? It is free radiation. It is a little cool down here too, not that it'll stay cold, but then the germs would be killed off. And if I had 2 vats, I could maybe pump, I don't know. I'm not sure. If I had 2 vats, one could be here with the dirty water, with germs. One could, I don't know. Maybe it just reduces germs, but doesn't kill them all off. And then we have a second chamber that kills them all off. I'm not quite sure yet. We'll need to think it over a little more. But then we could easily, right in there. So this needs to go somehow. The ethanol needs to go. But all in due time. All in due time. And I think, we're off to a pretty good start. There's obviously a lot left to do here. There's a fair amount to take care of in this very, very early colony. But if you folks enjoyed this episode, you're enjoying the idea of having a new colony and a new type of asteroid, do let me know down below. Give me any tips, hints, or suggestions too. I always love to hear from you. You're always super helpful. And as always, thank you for stopping by. Happy you did, and I'll see you next time.